Hey, Business 22 students, this is Mr. Doucette, and I would like to welcome you to the Fall 2022 semester or session of Managerial Communications, Business 22. And welcome. I'm excited to have you in our course and looking forward to a great semester together. I wanted to do just a quick welcome video, just welcoming you to the class, as well as just going over how to navigate our class and all the rest. So by now you should have watched my video that I sent yesterday on how to log into Canvas. So hopefully you've already done that, and you are watching this video because you have logged into Canvas. And so you should be at this point on your Canvas dashboard. And this is my dashboard, so it has all 5 classes that I'm teaching this session up and available to me. So you also should have all the classes that you're taking this semester. You should have a Canvas shell for each one. So you're going to enter our class. So once you're in the Canvas dashboard, go ahead and select our class, which right now it's listed here as the second one. So select Business 22-38321. And that's going to bring you to our home page in Canvas. And the way I designed the class is you can navigate everything from the home page. You don't need to really go anywhere else. If you're ever lost and you don't know where you are in Canvas, just come to the very top menu right up here, and it's going to say Home, and just select Home. If for some reason that you are unable to do that, because you're on a cell phone or something like that, you can't see that home screen. Sometimes this doesn't show up on the left here. Let me see if I shrink it. Yeah, so this kind of looks now more like your cell phone screen, and if you notice up here at the top, there's a V and a little pair of sunglasses. If you select that V, guess what? You get that same menu right here. So if you're on a cell phone, that's the way to navigate our class. You can get to anything that's in that menu by selecting the down arrow that's here on the top right corner of your cell phone page, as long as you're in our class. Looking at that left menu really quick is you have a home button. So wherever you are, if you click that, it'll bring you back to this page. We have a Cengage link. And that's we'll talk about that in a minute, but that's a quick way to get to your textbook. There's also some announcements. There's a module button. There's grades. Then there's some helps. There's a library help. There's student Canvas. So if you don't know much about Canvas, you might want to go through some of those tutorials. There's also some reports that we can run, and then there's Tech Connect, Zoom, which if we ever set up a meeting personally, we can use that to do so. All the stuff down the bottom you won't see on yours because this is in mine, and I have access to all the other options that I've made unavailable to you. So anyway, this is our homepage, and just want to say the first thing you want to do in our course, the very first time you log in, is to go to Start Here. I'm assuming you've already done that, and that's why you're watching this video. But nonetheless, in the home, Start Here button, we have a welcome. So I have my name there, or my picture there, I have my name, I have a little link to my bio in that first paragraph. And then I have just a little script I wrote, and I combined the course description into there, really what we're going to be covering and the importance of what we're going to be covering in this course. So you might want to read that. There's a nice little link there to Fast Company magazine showing how communication skills in the business are some of the most sought after skills, and that's what we're going to be learning in this course. It's also an online course, which means that everything is done here in Canvas. Just so you know, I do not set up any third-party portals. There's no Connect, there's no MindTap, there's none of that stuff. Everything is in Canvas. However, if you want to use the ebook, you have to go to Cengage to do that, and I make that very easy for you, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second. But it's an online class, and I will be having 5 Zoom sessions. They're optional. You don't have to go to them. They don't get credit for going to them, but gives you a chance to interact with me. It gives you a chance to hear the content from me. It gives you a chance to answer questions and ask questions, etc. I will record these if I remember. I do my best. Sometimes I forget, and I'll make them available to the students who could not make them, but they're in the schedule, and I'll show you that when I go over the schedule here in just a moment. So anyway, that. It is an online class, but there will be some optional Zoom sessions typically on Tuesday morning and Wednesday afternoon, I think is when I scheduled them. And I gave you a couple of different options so that way if you couldn't make one, maybe you could make the other. And again, if you want to use the ebook that's linked to this class, and by the way, this is probably the cheapest way you can get the book, but of course it's not a hard copy, it's just an ebook. You can select this link right here, and I'm going to select it, and then it's going to bring you to a page that you can click right here at the top. If you select that, it'll actually bring you to register for the ebook, and I think it's about $40, maybe $40 or $50 at the most. And then you can access the ebook anytime that you want by selecting the home link on the home page. Now, I didn't show you that. I'm going to go back, and this is taking a little bit of time to load, so I'm going to go back. Once you register for the ebook, if you just select this Cengage link right here, it's going to bring you to that same page. And then once you click that load ebook, it's going to load the ebook into your screen, and you can read it right there. It usually picks up where you left off, so keep that in mind. But that's going to be your ebook, and I would encourage you to register for that, or you can get a hard copy. And I think later on I give you some links to get the a hard copy if you want to do that, maybe from Amazon or the bookstore. So when it comes to navigating our classes, I just mentioned the best way to navigate our class is to always go to the home page. And I'm going to say this, that I've set this class up with 3 modules. Each module is about 5 weeks long because it's a 16-week class. I highly, highly encourage you to use modules for navigating our class and for doing your assignments, and not so much the assignments that we'll list over here to the right, because over here to the right you will have a list of assignments that are most currently due. And that's great, you can utilize that, but sometimes I miss an assignment and it accidentally has a date tied to it and you don't even need to do it, and it shows up in that list, or a due date's not correct and you have the wrong one to do. So always use the modules, because when you select modules here from our homepage, it's going to list the modules for that, the weeks for that modules, the 5 different weeks. You can view them all, and it shows you exactly what is due each week. And I've spent a lot of time organizing it that way, so you can be sure that what's due is listed in the modules, okay? So that's why it's the best way to do it. Also from the home page, and there's 3 modules, so you can go by the dates. Once we move into module 2, which is September 27th, there'll be new content there, and you'll do that, and you'll work your way through the class. Just to show you, though, to navigate your site, I have a syllabus right here to the left, so if you select that, it'll allow you to look at the syllabus on Canvas or download it. Right below that is a link to the textbook. As I mentioned, once you register for the e-textbook, if you select that Cengage link, it'll bring you to the page that will bring you to the book. Course videos. So every week I'll be doing an announcement video, and I'll be recording those, and I'll be placing the links to those in this folder. Also, if we do teaching videos, or when we do the teaching Zoom sessions, they will be recorded, if I remember, and they'll be put in here, so that way you would have access to anything we've done video-wise in this link. Right next to that is a office hours, so I'm going to select that because I do have different kinds of office hours. I'm going to be virtual on Mondays and Tuesdays from 10 to 11, which means you just select the link right here during either one of those hours, and I will be in there to meet with you and discuss whatever you need to, questions or go over assignments. Or I'll be on campus on Mondays from 4 to 6, Tuesdays the same time. I'll be in my office doing that virtual Zoom as well as in person, and Wednesdays 5 to 6. So the 2 on campus on Monday and Wednesday are in the evening, and then the 1 on campus on Tuesdays in the morning. Or you can log in virtually Monday morning or Tuesday morning, and you can meet with me then. So those are my office hours, so just select that link to get to the link to meet with me in my office hour. And then to the right of that, which you can barely see because my picture is a help button, and in there is a forum if you want to just ask questions to anybody in the class, including myself. There's also a link or information about how to get a hold of me. My phone number is in there, my cell number. You can text me. My email address is in there, or the help desk number's in there, the help desk email's in there, the Canvas number's in there, the Canvas email's in there, etc. So any help you need, you can select that button and you can get all the help that you want for this course. So that's what I call navigating the course. So that's what I have here as the 3rd thing you need to know. And by the way, again, if for some reason you're on your cell phone, you're trying to navigate the course, the best way to get to this left menu, again, is to click the little right arrow, the very top right part of your page, and then that'll open up the menu that you can then navigate to where you need to go. You can get to the home page from there, you can get to your grades from there, you can get to the modules from there. So that's another way to do it. So now that you know all that, what do I need to do to get started in this class? Well, first off, I'd like you to read the syllabus. And there's a lot of things in the syllabus that I'm going to expect that you know. For instance, when the class starts and when the class ends. I just finished a course at another college that was ending on August 11th. And it said that clearly in the syllabus. It said that in the announcements I made. It said that in the course description, all the rest. But because I had a couple of assignments that had a due date of August 19th, I had about 3 students that thought the class ended on August 19th. And they didn't read the syllabus, so they didn't know when it ended. And so they ended up not doing assignments, and it was too late for them to do them. So I highly, 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 highly encourage you to read the syllabus. I'm not giving you credit for it, but you're going to be much more prepared for the course. It's going to tell you everything you need to know. It's going to tell you all about the assignments that you're going to be doing, and I think it's valuable for you to know all that heading into this. Then also, once you've read the syllabus, then I want you to watch the welcome video, which you already are because you're watching me now. And then I want you to complete the mandatory check-in assignment. Now, this is going to be due by next Sunday night, the 28th of August. And this is really just introducing yourself to the rest of the class and commenting and introducing themselves to you. But it's my mandatory assignment, and it's my way of knowing that you're going to participate in the class. I have a lot of students that log in day 1, don't complete anything, and I don't hear from them again till week 3. Well, they will all be dropped because they did not complete this first assignment. So make sure you complete the first assignment within the first week, and then that lets us know that you're going to participate in the course. And by the way, there will be check-in assignments every week in this class, and they're going to be based off of the textbook, questions and things you need to answer. And the reason I do that is, again, this class requires that you log in at least weekly. So I'm guaranteeing that you're logging in weekly and not logging in once every 3 weeks to do all your assignments. So you must log in every week. The check-in assignments are only open for 1 week, and then they close, and you cannot make them up. Under any circumstances, you cannot make them up. So make sure you do them each week. They're worth 12 points each, actually 10 points each in this class, but you don't want to miss those. Those are valuable to the course, and most students appreciate those check-in assignments. They tell me how much they've learned through those. Being that it's an online class, of course, you got to read the textbook. And that check-in assignments allow you to read the textbook and focus on the information that's most critical. Fourth step is get the textbook. So make sure that you do. And again, you can either log into the ebook, and I put a link right here to that. If you click that, or you can look on Amazon or the Norco bookstore for the book. We are using, I believe, the 9th edition of Business Communications Processes and Product. But you can use a newer one or an older one. Should be fine. But the best scenario is just use the ebook. Finally, get started by going to module number 1. So that's what you're going to do, is just go to module 1 and start doing the work. Just take one folder at a time, do the work that's there, read the textbook, look at the PowerPoints, take the quiz, etc. And I'll go over that in a second. Here is a breakdown of each week's assignments below as well. So if you just want to look down the bottom of that page, you can see what's due coming up. Or you can just select the syllabus button. It also has the schedule in the syllabus. So looking at week 1, then, what you're going to be completing is, you're going to be completing your initial check-in assignment, which I just talked about. This is introducing yourself. You're going to be reading chapter 1, and then you're going to be doing a quiz for chapter 1. And that's pretty much it for week 1. So I give you a nice, easy first week. Read 1 chapter, take a quiz. Next week, however, you're going to be doing your first check-in assignment, and this is going to be based on chapter 2 questions. So read chapter 2, and then maybe look at the PowerPoints for chapter 2, and then go ahead and do the check-in assignment for chapter 2, which will cause you to open your book as well and answer questions. Then you have a quiz for chapter 2, and then you have a discussion post. So your first discussion post. Now you have all 5 weeks, or now 4 weeks in this module, to finish your discussion post. So you can take your time. I encourage you to do the initial post soon, and then that gives you the next 3 or 4 or 5 weeks to comment on other students' posts. But in order to get full credit for this assignment, you must watch the video, read the article, whatever it is, answer the questions. That's your initial post. And then comment on at least 2 other students' posts. And your comments can't be, great job. They have to be 50 words at least in order to get credit for a comment. So do 2 comments, and you have the rest of the session, or the rest of this module, to do that. And I will be having week number 2, my first Zoom session. So that'll be on Tuesday, the 30th of August at 9 a.m. and I'll probably be going over the class a little bit more. I'll be showing you some of the assignments that we're going to be covering. I might do a little bit of a lecture on chapter 2. We'll see. But I will be doing that Zoom session, and so join me for that on Tuesday, the 30th of August. And I'll be sending out another video, by the way. I do a weekly announcement video, and I will be sharing with you about that Zoom session again on that video. So that's it. Again, I came back to our homepage by selecting Home up here, and you can again navigate anything you need. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to get a hold of me. Click the help button, and you have my text number. You have my email address. You can get a hold of me. But I'm looking forward to a great semester with you all, and looking forward to doing those Zoom sessions and meeting some of you face-to-face, at least in Zoom. And so that'll be a nice thing to do. But other than that, have a great first week.